Just like that, we're live. Okay, go. I'm ready now. Go.
Hello and welcome to episode 87 of Heroes of Handheld, the world's premium podcast dedicated to everything handheld gaming. That's your PlayStation Vita, Nintendo 3DS, 2DS, your PSP, and there's probably some other things as well. But I'm too tired and too grouchy to mention them. But I am one of your hosts. I've been one of your hosts since the start of the podcast about 2 years ago now. It's almost our 2-year anniversary. In fact, I think next month is our 2-year anniversary, which is insane. My name's Colin, and I'm joined by the man himself, the man with the plan. He's got lots of boxes around him because he's moving out of the Pineapple Building in London. It's Chris.
Hi, Colin. I'm just moving to the Shard.
Shard. That's a load of shard. It doesn't. I thought Shard sounded.
You are so grumpy today. It's absolutely my favourite.
I thought Shard sounded a bit like shit, but it doesn't really. So
no.
I saw a TV program which is all about the making of the Shard in London, and it's a hotel as well, as you probably know. And there are some complaints because of how the building is shaped. It's like a sort of prism, pyramid shape. Like, when you're in a room in the bath, like having a bath with a nice view out in London town, the way the building is positioned, the person in the room next to you can see in whilst you're having a bath or a shower.
Wow, I'm not going to complain. That might be all right. Bit of fun.
It seems like they probably they had the idea of building the Shard in that shape, and then they thought, oh, let's make a hotel, and didn't really think about the troubles there. But I hope you enjoy your time at the Shard. I know they've got some nice restaurants there, so let me know how it is.
Yeah, well, I run them, actually, Colin. That's why I'm moving. It's a bit close to work.
Yeah.
Thought, if I'm going to run some of these restaurants, I might as well live above them,
Is it going to be like Mission Impossible, when like you live on the top floor of the Shard, the really tiny room at the top, because it's like a pyramid shape, so at the top you're like on the tip of it, and every morning you just like abseil down the side of the Shard. But because of the way the building is designed, you slide down it like it's a massive slide, and then you go through a window. You do like a somersault, flip, and you end up at work. And when you do your somersault, like your abseiling gear gets flown off, and your suit and tie's underneath. And it's like the episode. It's like the episode of Sherlock, when he's they're explaining how he didn't die.
Yeah.
And he swings. He jumps off the building, but then he swings into the window and kisses that woman.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna kiss the receptionist and land at my desk and be like, what a morning.
And go to cancel my 3 o'clock, honey. Great. We're recording a bit earlier this week. It's Monday. It's Easter Monday, so I'm very full on Easter eggs. I'm very tired. It's very late at night. I mean, it's pretty much dawn is breaking now. It's so early. I have to go to work soon.
Ask me how many Easter eggs I've had today.
How many Easter eggs have you had today?
None, because I'm not a child.
Chris has been off there.
Actually, none, just because I don't have any. I don't think it is childish to have Easter eggs.
Do you think it's okay to buy your own Easter eggs?
Well, I don't have there's no one around to buy mine for me, because normally I'd go back and see mum and dad, but they're away. So I wasn't I'm gonna buy. I'm not just gonna buy one for myself, because I could just put that money towards bars of chocolate or something if I wanted chocolate, and then not have to worry about eating them in egg form.
You can't beat a Cadbury's Easter egg though. They are beaut. I mean, in my local supermarket, they were selling their own branded Easter eggs for 80p last week, and I indulged and bought 3. Just saying. You get Easter eggs that are really expensive, like the I don't know, for example, the Gulliver, the shell chocolates, or the Lindt.
Yeah, Lindt ones are really pricey, aren't they?
So good though. Anyway, this show is not about Easter eggs. I wish it was. Can you imagine?
It would be great. Should we do that?
Should
we expand into the Easter egg market?
Heroes of Easter eggs. Do you think anyone actually fell for our little ploy last episode about us turning into Heroes of Mobile?
I did. I was listening back to the episode and I was like, oh God, what am I saying? When did we turn into Heroes of Mobile?
I didn't even realise, and I was on the podcast. Jeez.
Yeah. I think the Combine Harvester story gave it a lot of eligibility. That made it feel very authentic.
I'm a great podcaster, Chris, but a storyteller I am not. So.
I hadn't noticed. What are we talking about, pal?
Right, so this is Heroes of Handheld. We talk about handheld gaming, so we're going to be with you for the next probably about half an hour, 45 minutes. Not going to be too long this week. Mostly Nintendo news because there was a sort of a Nintendo discussion
Nintendo
video
party,
thing.
that's what we call them.
Nintendo
Us
party.
serious video game journalists, Colin.
I saw
Nintendo Direct gets announced. Our writing hand gets all warm and tingly because we know there's going to be so many scoops.
That's made me want an ice cream. It's been really hot today. I'd really like an ice cream. I had a milkshake earlier. It was nice. I seriously think I'm suffering from heat. Do you remember the episode in Recess? You probably don't. There was some sort of groundsman in Recess. I can't remember his name. His name was Jeff or something. I can't remember his name. But there was one episode where it was really hot and none of the water was working and like everything was melting.
And only Gus knew how to make himself feel not warm.
Oh yeah, he had to imagine it, didn't he?
Yeah, and he kept trying to tell people, and everyone kept ignoring him. And then by the end of the episode, everyone was like really sweaty and warm.
Yes.
And Gus was just there chilled out. Don't tell me I won't remember Recess episodes, Colin, because I remember that episode very well.
No, but there's a bit in that episode where the reason why all the water's not working is because the groundsman's not there. He's off ill, and they say he's off ill with heat frustration, and that's what I think I've got, heat frustration, because I'm so hot.
It's plausible.
Literally, I'm sweating. Well, not sweating, but I feel really hot, tired. But on with the show, Chris, because you're an awkward son of a bitch. We're recording on Easter Monday, so you know what? Whatever, Trevor. And I just wanted to start the podcast by talking about a news story that was sent to us by a good friend of ours on ye old Twitter. I haven't got the Twitter on hand at the moment, so I'm hoping that Chris does. My lovely assistant Chris, the intern, does he have Twitter open? Is he going to find it for me? Is he? He's not. Don't worry, I found it, mate. You're too slow. Oh my god. Chris has been
I don't know if Colin can hear me.
This is great.
Are you still there? What happened?
People. Chris is talking on Google Hangouts where we record the video, but because I catch the audio from Skype, he actually you can't
still
actually
hear
hear him. So this is great. I can see Chris moving his lips, but
I can hear you.
Plus, because it would mess up the recording. So Chris now needs to reconnect to Skype. Because this is just great. I'm too tired for this shit. Right, I'm going to pause the recording and we'll continue when Chris is back. Shall we?
But if you're on Google Plus, you can still hear us, so that's a little treat for you. If you're watching on YouTube, you get all of the perks of our technology flaws. Stay tuned, because coming up, Colin's going to be talking about how to save some money if you bought a Vita before 2012. We'll be talking about Fire Emblem. We'll also be talking about Super Smash Bros. As soon as this Skype call connects. This is great. Everything's fine, but if it wasn't fine, this is also kind of how it would be sounding. Still trying to get hold of Colin on Skype. This is really good. I'm freewheeling. I hope if you're a fan of Heroes of Handheld, you're probably used to this by now. Things go wrong a lot. And yet, here we are. Colin Bird, you're back in the room.
Hi, Chris.
Let me turn you down on Google Plus. I kept things rolling, mate. If you're watching on YouTube, that bit will be seamless. You won't even know something's gone tits up. Continue.
I can't because your audio's so bad. Soz.
Let me step away. I'll step away from the mic. The floor is yours.
Right, so we are back. We've reconnected the call. Chris has stopped messing around with the wires behind his computer. And we're ready to do a show. What were we talking about? Was it Recess? It was a link, a news article we've been sent by a good friend of ours, a good friend of the program, and the article reads: the first Tomb Raider game, complete with blocky polygons, arrives on Android. So you too can play Tomb Raider 1 on your Android device. This was released on the 1st of April, so that was Wednesday when we recorded last week's podcast. So yeah, now you can play Tomb Raider 1. God, looking at the graphics here, what are we thinking back in, when was this released? 90?
So jaggy, isn't it?
Oh, 96, unbelievable. It's just, this is an American article. It's 99 cents, which seems a bit of a steal to me. That's about 69p. That's really good. That's from the Google Play Store. I downloaded Tomb Raider 1 for my Vita about, must be last year now. I found the controls really difficult to master on it. It's very clunky. And it's just, I don't know, what did we think? Well, we were like too young to remember.
I remember you struggling through it.
But what were people thinking when this was released back in '96? Did people think this was the peak of computer graphics? Did they think that?
Yeah, but it was though, wasn't it? It was the new thing.
I just can't imagine thinking
new thing. And she was like, "Oh my god, it's a lady," and she's like, she's not just a stick person. Like that was just it was super cool. Like I'm playing Donkey Kong 64 at the moment on Wii U.
Yeah.
Not obviously at the moment. At the moment I'm podcasting, and that game felt so cool when I was playing it, and now it's so clunky. It's incredible. Like it's really fun, but it's just like how things change is very notable.
Is that the one where you have to race each other? Where you race people? There was a game back like on Nintendo 64 where it was like a racing game, and it had characters from the Donkey Kong universe. And you had little airplanes and things, and you raced each other.
You are thinking of Diddy Kong Racing. You're thinking of Diddy Kong Racing.
Oh, how do you spell that? Diddy. I want to see pictures of this. Diddy Kong Racing. Let's have a look at this. Oh, yeah, that was it. Oh, yeah. Well, I remember playing that in my youth. That was well fun.
Donkey Kong 64 was the platformer by Rare, and you had to pick up loads of different types of bananas, and yeah, it's good. It's just it's very clunky.
Bonkers. Anyway, so yeah, I just wanted to bring that up because yeah, that's cool. You can play Tomb Raider on your Android device now, but the problem is no one has Android because everyone's using iPhones. So that's a bit pointless, isn't it, Chris? How's your Windows tablet device going? Is it good? You having fun?
I'm having loads of fun. Every time your Skype drops, I'm just turning you up on Google Plus. I'm
Please,
still here.
You there, Chris? You're not there. I can't hear you. Oh my god.
This is fine.
I think Chris has gone again, everybody.
I'm still here.
This episode was doomed to fail. Yeah, there goes the connection. Fantastic. This episode was always doomed to fail because I can't help but think that Monday is an unlucky day, maybe? I'm going to pause the recording again, everybody. We'll be right back after this.
If you're watching
messages from our sponsors.
You are about to see something special because I am going to move closer to my router. Colin, if you can still hear me. Colin, I don't know if you can still hear me. Let's go to the living room. Let's go to the living room. Colin, can you hear me now? Hear me now and hear me proud. It's Colin. Colin, can you hear me?
Chris,
Colin, I'm talking
to
you. Yeah, mate, I'm still here.
I've turned my volume on the Mac now. What's going on? Why are you not on?
I'm in the kitchen. I've moved to the living room.
Great.
Incredible. I'm having a really good time.
Really good episode. Haven't even started the news yet. Going to be here for a while, mate.
Well, maybe because someone kept talking about Slam Dunk.
Someone kept shitting on my idea about us actually meeting. Sorry, mate. Sorry.
I didn't shit on your idea. I said I would be up for. Oh, I would be up for it, but you know, not a child. No, I'm up for it. Let's do it.
But.
No buts. Let's do it.
Okay, mate. Right. I see your face. I see your face. Oh, why are you not on bloody?
Right. I keep calling you and you keep not picking up.
Actually, it seems to be my internet that's being weird on my laptop for some reason.
Yeah.
Oh, why is that? How weird. How bizarre. It's fine on my Mac, but my laptop keeps disconnecting.
Well, we're still on YouTube. Why don't you just rip the audio from YouTube?
We can't do that. I don't know why you think it's an easy thing to do. You're not on the BBC with all your fancy schmancy tech.
Excuse me, I don't think you should say where I work live on radio. That's not okay.
Oh, sorry, New Broadcasting House in London. Sorry.
Such a dick.
On the fourth floor.
For 87 episodes, I've managed to keep that off the record.
I think we're back now. We're back on Skype. And it's still silent. Oh no, Chris is back.
I'm here. Don't be so mean.
Well, you gotta be so rude. Right, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, I'm gonna do some news because I'm sick to death of your
screaming. No, Chris,
ready?
Wait. And we are back after another technical hitch, which turns out it's not actually Chris's fault. It's my fault, which is weird. It's always Chris's fault. Anyway, Chris has moved to the kitchen and he's ready to serve up some news. No, the internet's gone.
The Nintendo Direct last week that we saw.
Chris, please.
Hello.
Hi, can you start that a bit?
Yeah, of course I can. It's your crappy internet. In the Nintendo Direct last week, we saw an announcement of Fire Emblem coming out in Japan in 2015 and in America and I think Europe as well in 2016. I'm going to try and sell this game to you, Colin, because I think you'll be into it.
Okay.
You pick between. So you're in the Fire Emblem world, and you are born into one family, right? This really this kind of good honor family, and they're royals. But they abandon you, and they send you off to live in another family, and these people are focused on power and glory. And then you have to choose because you're going to be king or queen essentially because you've got royal bloodline. But who are you going to fight for? Are you going to fight for the good guys, essentially, who gave you away, or are you going to stay with the bad guys who are power hungry, but they're also a bit dickish? It's really cool sounding. There's a trailer out which we'll put on the article. You can watch it on heroesofhandheld.com. It makes it look really exciting. The pricing structure has been taking a bit of a hit though, because in Japan you can buy it if you buy it digitally, and you buy the DLC. So you buy the digital version of one family, I think. And then you have to buy DLC to unlock the ability to go down the other half. So it's kind of like, in Pokemon, how there's normally 2 versions of the game.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that, except it's going to cost you a little bit more than normal to be able to play through these stories both ways. They haven't, or there might be a third way as well, which they haven't kind of specified. It's not known how it's going to work in America or in Europe, but it's quite, I don't know, it's quite daring. Because it makes you have to kind of lock into one path, which is quite an interesting thing to force the players into doing.
Yeah.
But it's Fire Emblem.
It's Fire Emblem. I swear we've been talking about this game for years. Has it not come out yet?
No, there was one. There's already been one on 3DS, and this is going to be another one. And it looks really cool. And they've said as well that in previous Fire Emblem games, your character always felt like the kind of second in command, whereas this is going to be the first one where you are very much like the primary character. So because before you're kind of, although in the last one Robin is a big deal.
Oh, I remember you playing this.
Yeah.
Technical thing, which was really confusing.
Yeah, you struggled with it, but it was great. So you should shut up. This
is back on the first few episodes we did, and we used to have our handheld because we used to present it in the same room, and we used to give each other our consoles, and we used to have a go on the games that we were playing.
It was incredible.
I played Fire Emblem, and you played the game on my Vita. Oh, what memories!
So yeah, but look out for this game. Fire Emblem is always good fun. So keep your eyes peeled for more info on that. Colin, do you want to do a news item?
Well, why don't you go through everything from Nintendo Direct, Chris?
Okay. Yeah, why not? I'll fire off another little shot for you. Smash Bros. The Mewtwo DLC is coming out in a week's time. It comes out April 15th if you were part of the original promotional period and you signed up to get Mewtwo codes, or you can buy it on April 28th. But they not only announced a new DLC character, Lucas, off of Mother, which is incredible because Lucas is the dopest. Lucas is just the best. We'll put the trailer on heroeshandheld.com. But they've also come out with this new initiative where you can vote for who you want to be as the next Smash Bros. DLC. And there's no I don't know. There's obviously going to be restrictions their end, but the restrictions you put in, you can just put any name you want. So Colin, you could go on it now and be like, I want to play as Master Chief. and already loads.
Wait, is this the Smash Bros thing?
Yeah.
I stopped paying attention for a second. I saw a really funny thing. I think it was on Reddit where it was, when you used to play the old Wii with the nunchuck, and there used to be a little before you played, there'd be like a little warning screen.
Yeah, hazard warning.
Yeah, that people have been nominating him to be a character. That little character who's like swinging the thing around.
Yeah.
I need to find it and send it to you. It was mega lols.
It does sound yeah. I think it's really cool, and loads of companies already coming out and being like, "Oh, we'll be up for that." Like the people who made Shovel Knight are like, "Yeah, that'd be fun." And even one of the high ups at Microsoft is being like, "Yeah, I'd love for Banjo to be in Smash Bros." And like when they said that, I was just like, "Oh God, make it happen!" Because Banjo-Kazooie would just be.
Can you imagine Marcus Phoenix from Gears of War? That'd be so good.
It's crazy the scope for this though. Like, there's loads of lots of people on like Monster Hunter forums who are putting forward like Monster Hunter characters or kind of a Monster Hunter playable character. People putting forward like Shovel Knight, Super Meat Boy, Isaac from Binding of Isaac. More on that in a bit. Like, it's really cool. It's a really cool opportunity for something really fun to happen. Hopefully, it will be someone really interesting rather than like Waluigi or Daisy, you know?
Holy shit! Marcus Phoenix has already been in Smash Bros. Is that right?
No, he hasn't.
No, it says here, appears in Super Smash Bros. Tourney, Super Smash Bros. Tourney 2, the new challenges.
Those aren't real Super Smash Bros. games.
What are they then?
They're fan ones.
I need to see videos.
Marcus Phoenix hasn't been in Smash Bros.
That is so. Oh man, what? Who else could be in there? Oh, how about Messi from FIFA? Can you imagine that? That'd be great. Literally, there's no way.
Get Lara Croft on. Get Lara Croft and Crash Bandicoot in.
They should get the characters from. What was that game that we played for a bit? The fighting game.
All-Stars.
Battle Royale, which no one played, and it was a complete failure and boring. They should get Crash Bandicoot and Spyro the Dragon. Why haven't they done that yet? Come on.
I don't know. Sorry.
Tell me, I need to play some Spyro again. I love Spyro. Just again, looking at pictures of his sexy purple polygon head. Oh, I miss that man. I miss that dragon. He was a cute dragon. Gateway to Glimmer was a great game. Do
you want to do it? That was the two highlights from the Nintendo Direct for me.
Well, I mean, there's not really much to say this week. I mean, a few games have been obviously coming out soon, and there's something on Titan Souls, which I'm looking forward to. Titan Souls is basically a game where you battle these big bosses. It's like a top-down view, but I think it's this game. You play. They're called Titans. These things that you fight, and you only have one ammo, like a bow or a gunshot, to kill them in, or something. Like, you only get one shot to kill them, and if you use that, you have to do it the hard way. It sounds really interesting. It's a very difficult game.
You only get to shoot at something once.
Yes, in each level. I think that's how it works.
And is it a one-hit kill?
I'm not sure. I think it's difficult, really, because I remember I spoke about this on IndieCast. It must be a year ago now. It looked really cool, and the details were a bit hazy then. I'd have to have a read up on it, but that's coming out soon, and I'm looking forward to that. That should be fun. Run Sackboy Run, that came out recently. That was a free game. I've not played that yet, but I'm sure I will play that soon. I think it's Endless Runner, from what I can tell, and God knows we don't have many of those.
I've played that on my phone.
Is that any good?
Yeah, it's all right. It's like it's an endless runner. It's got that kind of Little Big Planet charm though. It might be good on Vita. I don't know. I've not played it on there yet.
I still want there to be a port of Five Nights at Freddy's. I really would like to see that. I mean, I've not played that game yet, but if it was on Vita, I would definitely give it a go. I'm not sure. Have you played Five Nights at Freddy's? I know you. I
played it a little bit. I played it on my cousin had it on her phone. My cousin who's like 12.
You get it on your phone?
Freddy's. Yeah, there's an Android port, or maybe it was an iPhone port. It wasn't.
Oh, of course it is. Yes, it's on iPad. Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, but it was quite. I can see why people would be scared.
Did the jump scares make you jump?
Oh, I was very tingled, Colin. Very tingled indeed.
I like how the guy who created it has managed to release a trilogy in the space of like 6 months. It's great, and it's all the same game.
Why not though? Like, why not make Hay Whilst the Sun Shines? People keep buying it.
But didn't he like give a load of money to charity recently? I think I
don't
saw
know,
something like all the money he got from the third one he gave to charity or something like that.
Oh, right.
So I don't know, something like that. But yeah, so what were we saying? Oh, runs up. But yeah, so that's some news. But I've got one big news story and one small one here. Basically, this was on the PS Vita subreddit, on Reddit, obviously. Obviously, I spoke about the price cut to PlayStation TV last week in the UK. It was cut from £89 to £44.99. And subsequent to that, it made sales for the PlayStation TV go up by over 1,000%.
Wow, that still is like boggling to me.
Yeah, I mean, I would get a PS TV. The problem is I don't have a DualShock controller, and it's if you were to buy the PS TV, you just get the micro console. You don't get the controller with it. That's sold separately. So with that, I'm probably looking at about the same sort of price anyway, really. But this was put on the Vita subreddit. It's from our good friends in Canada. Best Buy in Canada were advertising PlayStation TV bundle. So that's with the controller, with all the cables, an 8GB memory card, and the Lego Movie video game as well. I believe they were advertising it for about $50. Yeah, $59.99 Canadian dollars. So that's $60, which I think is probably about 50 quid. So a bit less over here. Amazing deal. That's now sold out, unfortunately. I'm looking on the website for it, and it's all gone. So yeah, I'm happy that all these deals are coming out now, so people are actually buying the PS TV. This sort of warms my heart a little bit. I'd like to see more of these offers in the near future. I mean, if I see a bundle with a controller, a memory card, and a game for PlayStation TV for about 50 quid, I would probably buy it.
Yeah, but I wouldn't count on a controller and the TV coming at 50 quid.
Yeah, no.
The controllers are like still 30, 40 quid on their own.
Exactly. Yes, it's a shame, but I mean, if there was like a a limited edition offer for like a day or something,
yeah,
I'd consider it. But at the moment, I don't think it's worth it. So yeah, that was one thing, and I've got one. Well, do you want to do another news story before I do one big one?
Let me do my two before you get into your meat. So the Monster Hunter 4 DLC got announced, and it's very exciting because you can now gain. There's loads of as always, there's loads of new missions and stuff like that. 14 new quests, a couple new weapons, 3 new armor sets, a bonus guild card backgrounds and guild card titles. But the coolest thing, Colin, is that you could get an outfit that turns your cat into Sonic. It's incredible. If you go to heroesofhandheld.com, you'll be able to see the picture that we've embedded. It is the cutest thing. Colin, if you click on the Google Doc and have a look.
Unfortunately, I can't because I'm not logged in. So you'll
have to go to heroesofhandheld.com.
Send it to me on Facebook. Send it to me on Facebook.
Oh, well, it takes too long. What's the point?
No, it doesn't. Do it now, please. What do I need to search to find it? Come on.
I'm going to send it to you because you're being a little bitch about it.
Cheers, mate.
Talk amongst yourselves, or go to heroesofhandheld.com to have a look at this Sonic picture. By the time it gets to you, it's going to be lost on you.
I was watching some videos the other day of, the Wolf Among Us. Do you remember Wolf Among Us? That thing we were hooked on for ages?
Yeah.
I was watching. I forgot that there's obviously lots of decisions you can make in the Wolf Among Us. So I went back and watched I was watching on YouTube what happens when you select the other options.
Yeah.
And pretty much nothing that drastically different. So
nothing ever changes in this game. It's a great deal, does it?
God, I love it. Anyway, what are we doing? Oh yes, let's see this. Oh, some dick called Chris has just messaged me. For fuck's sake. Yeah, that's cute.
Isn't that adorable? What
That's
a
cute.
sweetheart, Sonic cat. So make sure you get this if you're into Monster Hunter, and if you're not, but you want to see, then go to heroesofhandheld.com and check it out. My last news story, Colin.
Yeah.
So you had last week on the show. You called me all sorts of names under the sun when I said about Binding of Isaac coming to 3DS.
Oh yeah.
You
That's
said,
what it is.
"Oh, Chris, you're falling for the April Fools. What a fool you are!" Oh, Colin, you're an idiot because it is in fact coming out on 3DS and without any. So the joke part of the post was the censoring stuff. That isn't happening. It's not being censored. It's the same game and it's coming out to new Nintendo 3DS, not the older ones, but new Nintendo 3DS.
Sorry, Chris. I have to interrupt you because I need to send you something on Facebook. Can you please?
Great. Well, that's really good for everyone who's listening to the podcast.
Please click on the link.
Hope you're enjoying the podcast.
I'll continue because I think it's good.
Great, good one.
It's Sonic. Sonic is the Amiibo.
We'll embed this so that you can get in on the laughs too. Colin, I think it's really great when we're hosting a podcast / video and then you send me private pictures. That's really good.
I've got another private picture to send you later. You know what I'm saying? Wink, wink.
Clearly a surprise. Find the Easter eggs. So, Binding of Isaac is coming to new Nintendo 3DS, and it's very exciting. That's me. News done. Colin, take the mic.
I was really surprised. I mean, as I said, the more I said, what I think made me believe that was going to be an April Fool's joke was like all those, the censoring things they were going to do, which I was partly right. I was partly right.
Yeah, but you also said it's not coming to 3DS.
Yeah, I was wrong. I'm not going to lie. I'm not
in the mood for a fight, are you?
No. Anyway, so I've got big news this week. I mentioned this a few weeks ago, and it was how it was the Federal Trade Commission. That's the FTC for you.
Hang on, hold up. Isn't there a Family Guy song about the freaking FTC?
No, that's the FCC. That is.
FCC. Yeah, of course.
The fellas at the freaking FCC.
Yeah.
Basically, this is a lawsuit that was brought against Sony, Computer Entertainment America. It's not in Europe, just in America. That they misled consumers and they lied during the early advertisement for the PlayStation Vita back in 2012, and it's actually been found as true. The judge has ruled that Sony did mislead customers and advertisements were not clear. So I'm just looking here, some of the things that they supposedly lied about. I think it was mostly remote play between with the PS3 on your Vita.
Yeah, because that never kicked off at all, did it? You could only do it.
No. Exactly, and also playing online matches using 3G on your Vita.
Oh, yeah.
That was another one. That was another one that they lied about as well. And there's one other, I can't see it here, but basically Sony have been found guilty of lying to consumers. And if you're lucky enough to live in America, and if you bought your Vita before 2012, I think it's June 2012, something like that, some point in 2012, you are eligible for a refund in some form by Sony, and you have three options. You can either get a $25 check mailed to you, so $25, that's about 15 quid, I guess. $25 in PSN vouchers that will come at the end of the refund period, which is June the 30th, 2015. Number three, select a voucher for a free set bundle of digital games. So you can actually select a bundle of games. And there's a few bundles here. On this website, PlayStation Lifestyle, they've got the bundles that you can select from. There's only three. There's the action/adventure bundle, the family-friendly bundle, or the variety bundle.
So what's in those bundles?
I'm just having a look. It says pick one. This has been copy and pasted, print screen, to put into this article. It says pick one of these free digital game bundles, each of which is valued at more than $50. So it seems like that's probably worth more, really. It's probably better to take them up on this offer. In the action/adventure bundle, this is for PS3. It's got a PS3 game and a Vita game. All of them actually have PS3 and Vita games. The action and adventure one has God of War collection, Beyond Two Souls, Twisted Metal, and Unit 13, which is the Vita game there. The family-friendly one has a Little Big Planet 2, Puppeteer, Uncharted Golden Abyss, and Mod Nation Racing. And the variety pack has the God of War collection, Little Big Planet 2, Mod Nation Races, and Unit 13. So yeah, even though it's called a variety pack,
it's not bad though. Variety. You get you get a lot of good PS3 games, not so many good Vita games.
Well, Unit 13's a good game.
Yeah, but you get one rather than getting, you get 3 PS3 games or 1 Vita game.
Well, no, the Action and Adventure's got 3 PS3 games. The family-friendly and variety one has 2 Vita games.
Oh, so, that's the only one I was listening to.
The Mod Nation
Adventure.
And if you are eligible, you will be emailed. So the email address that is associated with your PSM account, you will be contacted. So if you haven't been emailed, chances are you're not eligible. And this is only in America as well. This isn't in Europe. So
I saw a tip if you're trying to do this and you're looking to find the serial number of your Vita, but you don't have it with you, if you still have the original box, apparently it's on the outside of there.
Yeah, I mean, there's a diagram here of where it is. If you, it should be on the bottom of your Vita. So there's the charging port, there's the headphone slot, and then to the right should be the serial number. But obviously, if people have been using their Vita a lot over the past 3 years, chances are it's going to have rubbed off. So yeah, I saw that as well. It'll be on the box. So that may be a lesson to you. When I have electronics, I pretty much never throw away the box. I've still got my Vita's box in my.
I never throw away my boxes, and moving house yesterday made me realise that maybe I should, because I have so many boxes of just emptiness.
Do you remember that Simpsons episode where they go to the box factory?
Yeah, and they think must be turned into a box because his cap's on one of them.
Yes. Damn you, a box. There's a bit where they're being shown round.
Yeah.
And he goes. And then he goes, this is the most important room in the whole factory. And Milhouse goes, it looks like all the other rooms. And he goes, yes, but with one big difference. He looks behind him, and there's nothing there. He goes, oh, they took that out. Just like all the other rooms. I love that.
Episode, I love it.
And it would explain why Chris is not lolling, because he's been disconnected again. And this time it says my internet is fine.
I'm still here.
Before he comes back, before I bother to bring him back in, so yeah, check your inboxes, check all your spam folders, etc., to see if you are eligible for this this sort of refund from Sony. So you can either get a $25 check, $25 in PSN vouchers, or the bundle set, as I said. It's probably, if you've still got your Vita, well, obviously if you're going to get this email and you get the refund, you will still have your Vita. It seems like the best value is to get one of these bundle packs. If you've got PS3 as well, it's going to be really worth your while. Beyond Two Souls is a game I've always wanted to play. It's similar to Heavy Rain. That sort of gameplay where it's like a story, but you interact with the world. So, that's good. I'm glad that Sony are giving a sort of refund, but I mean, it'd be interesting. Oh, he's ringing back again now. Let's bring him back in, shall we?
Never left, mate. If you're watching
contestant number one, what's your name and where'd you come from?
So, Colin, if anyone at home is watching this on YouTube, you will see that my internet's
gone
been
again
here the whole time. I'm still here.
No.
You're the worst.
Oh, I can't do it.
Oh my God, you're the worst.
Chris on Google Plus, and he's rubbing his eyes. He's had enough. Oh, he's back. Is he back?
I never left.
Hi, Chris.
Should we sign off?
Huh?
We sign off.
Yeah, we probably should actually. So that was my big news. So look in your inbox. If you're in America, you might be able to get a refund. Anyway, that's all my news done for this week. I think we should probably wrap up because Chris's internet and my internet are both slowly dying. And Chris needs to keep moving some boxes, otherwise he's never going to get to sleep tonight. What's to say? Can I go to bed now? That's it. Can I go to bed now? Chris, you still there? No,
I'm still here. I'm just watching you flop on your own as you're like, can I go to bed now? You're the best.
I go to bed now.
Thank you very much for listening to or watching Heroes of Handheld episode 87, the Easter surprise. Remember, you can tweet us at Handheld Podcast. You can email us heroesofhandheld@gmail.com. You can find us on Facebook by searching for Heroes of Handheld, or on YouTube by searching for Heroes of Handheld.
Heroesofhandheld.com for those of you who can't hear through Chris's bad internet connection. So yeah, thank you for listening. A big shout out to the Schnauzer Radio Orchestra, which is a one-man band, and that man is Rob Gavers, who wrote, performed, and let us lovingly use his piece of work as our theme song. The song is called Insert Coin, and for more information, go to heroesofhandheld.com and click the special thanks link at the top of the page. You'll get all the details there. Thank you for listening, everybody.
Thank you, everyone.
It's a bit up in the air at the moment when the next podcast will be recorded because Chris has got a lot of moving boxes and he's got to move his Brink statue. He's got to move it. Move it. Brilliant.
I don't even have a Brink statue. I don't know what you're talking about. Thanks for listening.
Oh, God, it's so good. Thank you for listening. We will be back. Well, we'll keep you informed. Just follow us on Twitter at Handheld Podcast, and we'll let you know what's going on there. But Until next time, enjoy playing your PlayStation Vita, your Nintendo 3DS. Oh my god, I'm going to spell off my chair. Holy shit. And it's goodbye from me and goodbye from Chris. Do you have any last things to say, Chris? Anything? Any final words?
Keep on trucking. Bye.
Mr. Plow, that's my name. That name again is Mr. Plow. Right. Bye.
Cool. I'm gonna stop the broadcast on YouTube. Bye, YouTube.
Oh, I need to. Oh, you've gone, Scott. I'm going to turn you on my Mac. BA. You there?
I'm still here. Colin's going to freak out, so I'm going to stop the video. Bye, YouTube.